Alright, what is going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all checking out the channel, checking out this video. If you're new to the channel and you get any value out of this video, I really appreciate you guys giving it a thumbs up and subscribe. Like I said, only if you get some value out of this video. Now, this is not going to be the typical type of trading style that I usually trade, but wanted to share with you guys. So I'm working on kind of some higher time frame strategies. I still love trading supply and demand on the 5-minute, 15-minute time frames, even the 1-hour time frame, but working on some different type of strategies, just very simplified type of trading style on the 1-hour and 4-hour time frame mainly. So I took a trade on NASDAQ, on NAS 100 last week. So this isn't a trade that I took this week, but it's actually something I took last week, and I posted it. If you follow me on Instagram or anything like that, then you guys probably saw this already, but wanted to give a breakdown for you guys on YouTube, just to show you like how simple trading can actually be. And I think a lot of traders, there's a million strategies out there, and it's just easy to get, overwhelmed and start trading. Oh, this guy has having success with this, so let me hop on this strategy. All right, I lost a trade using this strategy, so let me try this different strategy. Sticking to one thing and just working with that has proven to work the best, right? For a lot of people, a lot of successful traders will say the same thing. Don't strategy hop. Use the same. Just stick with something and stick it out for a long period of time. Honestly, I even say 3-6 months to even a year to really test a strategy and see if it resonates with you. See if you guys have long-term success with it. Because you can still improve upon a strategy, but just completely moving to a different strategy is something completely different. But like I said, wanted to go over this kind of long-term or higher time frame strategy, right? So not just on the 5 minutes. So these are trades that I'm holding for much longer than I would usually hold a 5-minute, a 15-minute supply or demand zone, right? So this is a simple time frame. A simple trend line strategy, and this is actually a counter trend move. You guys know I love trading with the trend, but hear me out. This is why I got in this trade. So this is the 4-hour time frame on NAS 100. We have a huge, if we zoom out a little bit, just huge bullish momentum, huge bullish movements, right? So honestly, sells is not what I would usually look for, right? I'd be looking for any type of buy off any key areas that have multiple confluences, right? Because it's going with the trend, you're looking for the buy, but this one was almost too good of a setup to pass up, and it ended up playing out perfectly. So this is a 4-hour time frame. As you can see, there's multiple touches on this trend line kind of coming down, and as you can see, some of you guys will be like, well, this is a bull flag, it's probably going to break out. But let's see, let's go to the 1-hour time frame. So multiple touches that are rejecting off of this exact area right here, right, for this trend line. We have a rejection here, a rejection here. This one didn't quite make it, a rejection here. This one didn't quite make it again. Huge drop. Something else to note here, breaking this low, and we're making a lower high, right? A lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So we end up making this lower high and we wick out, but we do not continuously go with momentum and break through this trend line, right? So I see that there's huge bullish movement here. I know that this is a very strong bullish market, but I am looking for a small pullback. I did not have in my mind that I was going to hold this trade for hundreds of pips and just think that it's going to be a banger trade and I'm going to catch this thing all the way back down. That is not the type of mindset I had on this trade. Now, if I was going with the trend and I could see like a really nice buy, maybe like even a breakout buy, then that would be one that I'd be like, okay, I can probably hold this for quite a long time and it's most likely going to play out, right? Because we're bullish overall. We're on a bullish momentum, bullish structure, bullish movement overall. So I'm looking for that small pullback, and this is where the moving average comes into play. So I have the 200 moving average here. We come up here, again, this huge bullish movement. We don't break this trend line. We go up once, we wick, bearish candle, bearish 1-hour candle. That's the first hint. Number 2, this next candle comes. I can even zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see it a little bit better. We come up, we wick out, and we immediately start rejecting the same exact area, rejecting this trend line, right? Rejecting this high. So I get in right here on this bullish candle. Next candle prints. We did print bullish on that second candle, but next candle prints, boom, immediately into profit, right? So I didn't hold this. This wasn't a stop out right here. I actually waited for this to wick back down, showing that we were going to reject that area. Sometimes it'll be on the second candle, sometimes it may be on the third candle, right? And we rejected this area, and we end up coming down, boom. Didn't see much drawdown at all, you know, a couple pips maybe. For this higher time frame move, really not a lot of drawdown. And we immediately come, boom, another huge bearish 1 hour candle, another massive bearish 1 hour candle. This bullish candle here almost hit my TP, but as you can see, it did not quite hit it. And the next candle, boom. And this was actually a trade that I entered like, let's see, so this one, yeah, happened like mid-afternoon, right? Which isn't a normal time I would trade, right? But again, this one was just something I'm testing out this higher time frame strategy on. So I entered it with low risk. I did not go balls to the wall and just think, oh, this is a for sure play, because we're bullish overall. So I knew that there was a chance that this trade would not play out. But I lowered my risk and thought, you know what, let me test out this theory of mine per se, this little higher time frame strategy, and see if we come down. And notice that my TP is right at the 200 moving average. So we come down, we end up hitting TP, rejecting off this 200, and we actually moved up after this, right? So if I would have had in the mindset, oh, let me just hold this, this is just going to tank, which would have been the wrong mindset, again, because we're bullish overall, then I would have lost this trade. It probably would have came all the way down here. I would have been, you know, already a 1 to 3 risk to reward in profit, and then I would have got stopped out at break even or lost the trade, stop loss hit, right? So notice this is a nice 1 to 3 trade. This was one that I literally entered, went on about my day, checked it later that night, and TP was hit. Like literally, like after I ate dinner, later that night, during like Asian session, checked it, TP was hit. We were bullish all of New York session, and then bam, Asian session comes and we, you know, fall back down. And again, I'm not looking for a huge, massive trade. I'm not looking for a 1 to 20, 1 to 30 risk to reward ratio, because I know that we're bullish overall. If I were to get in down here somewhere on a buy, I would have been looking to hold this trade all the way back up, because we're bullish overall, but we're not. So again, this was a counter trend move, but it just goes to show you how simple trading can be. We just come off this trend line. It's a trend line on the 4 hour time frame, the 1 hour time frame. A lot of times these trades are going to play out, right? And also in the short term, right, this short period of time that this market structure is happening here, we are making lower highs and lower lows. We're breaking lows. So again, that was another small confluence that, okay, this is probably going to dip down here. It could have just kept going, right? Price could have just gone down and I could have held this down to here, but I knew that it was, you know, overall trading bullish. I know I've said that many times, but that's how important the overall higher time frame trend is. So we might be in the short term a little bearish momentum here, but this could have been a bull flag and it could have broken out. That's why I didn't risk a lot. That's why I was just testing this strategy, but just wanted to show you guys trading can be super simple. And it's one of those things that also comes with experience, because I just had a gut feeling. I was like, you know what, this has been flying on New York session. We're hitting this higher time frame trend line. This is probably going to fall, at least for a little bit, the 200 moving average, right? You guys know I like the 200 moving average. It's helped me a lot in my trading. I don't rely solely on that, but it's just another thing that I can sort of think about or rely on for another confluence, either for an entry or for an exit. In this case, it happened to be a confluence for where to exit. So caught this 1 to 3 trade. We can even go on some lower time frames, like 15 minute. And you guys can see here that my entry was actually pretty spot on compared to, so there's this demand zone right here that we created. If you guys know any of my other videos, if you guys don't know supply and demand, check out some of my other videos. You guys will be able to understand that more. I explain a lot into that strategy, and I still trade supply and demand on low time frames. So we break this demand zone, right? And that's actually my entry for the sell. So this is confirming that we weren't just going to bounce off this demand zone and break this trend line and continue bullish. We actually came back down. And I think I actually entered on the 15-minute time frame, but was really watching it overall on this 1 hour time frame, right? So ended up just being a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward trade. If this made sense to you guys, if this was super confusing, let me know in the comments below. But I think that this is a pretty simple, self-explanatory type of trade, but wanted to share with you guys something a little bit different. You know, I think I had maybe one other video on a higher time frame, like 4 hour trade that I took on, I think it was Euro Odd EA. But this is something I'm kind of contemplating with. And I'm still going to be looking for those A plus setups on supply and demand with the 5 and 15 minute. Those are still going to be like kind of my bread and butter. But these higher time frame trades are something that I really enjoy, just more of a like intraday / swing trade. It could be a multi-day hold if I just have stops to break even and I'm just letting it run. Which I would have done on this trade if we were bearish overall. I would have just let this run. I probably would have played out for a massive trade. But we weren't bearish overall, so I just was not contemplating. I was content with the TP at the 200 moving average. Content with the 1 to 3. Who wouldn't be content with a 1 to 3, right? I'm not one of those guys that's going to say you need to catch a 1 to 10 to be profitable. That's bullshit. You definitely don't. So, hope you guys got something out of this video. Hope you guys got, you know, just some sort of value out of this video, even if it wasn't the trading strategy, maybe just something I talked about. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. Again, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe if you guys did get some value out of it, if you liked it. And if you guys maybe aren't subscribed to the channel, would really appreciate you guys joining along. I'm also in the midst of taking funding challenges, and I always give updates on those, so keep on the lookout for that in future videos. But hope you guys had a good week. This was NFP week, so I didn't trade a ton. Again, this trade was taken last week, but if you guys did trade this week, if you did trade NFP, let me know what you guys, what you guys took, if you guys had success. NFP is just not something that I love trading, so I might trade it here and there, but usually it'll be like way before or way after the actual news comes out, right? So hope you guys had a great trading week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Appreciate y'all checking out the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.